Okay, we're working on apartment number 4 still. This is that first room on your way up the stairs, which are still kind of, we pulled up the carpet down there. You can't see it, but there's some terrible linoleum and this linoleum tile. This is where there was a room attached to the other apartment that I dissolved, so I peeled up all that flooring and threw some Homosote in. We got a little bit of blending to do still with the ceiling and a little bit of beadboard. We're gonna have our first frost this evening, so we moved some of the ferns from the porch up here. But this is the wall that I had all pulled down and to the studs that I had to pack back out to the jamb for the window and put new Homosote on. I migrated I got both style 3 and 4 pin 220 volt outlets now. So you have an option for a pair of dryers here. There may be another vent, or we may just put them together and vent out. I forget whether or not you're allowed to do that, probably not. But either way, everything was in conduit before, and so now the 220 lines have just been moved into the wall. There is a 110 outlet that'll be in conduit here, and a couple more laying down there that'll just be going up the wall again for general power supply in here. Just because I didn't want to tear into the wall or anything too much. That stuff was here from before. But mostly, and I'm going to continue the beadboard along the top, so this will all be nice and white, and trim it in. And then the last thing will be putting the new vinyl floating floor in here right out into the hall and some at the bottom of the stairs. And then some baseboard and a little more caulk and paint, but everything's going to be white in here. So we've got the doors primed. I threw a new piece of glass in the bottom pane there. I love these vintage doors, but and we're gonna have new knobs, but mostly the room will just be plain white. At any time, we could put a color on the walls to make the trim pop and leave the ceiling just white. I put some cheap fixtures in these spots because all it had was those single bulb units. The kitchen still waiting on a few things to get dialed in. We darkened the top of the peninsula here. The table's got to be finished up. A few tiles have to be stuck down. But overall, we've got that patch in the corner completed. I don't know if we saw that before. It's been a while since I worked up here. I'm thinking this cupboard, I'm going to float a shelf kind of halfway up this here, so that I don't know if you can see in here. It's not. There's a few things there that we'll just cover, and then I'll throw a shelf like at this elevation so that within this door you can set things on this surface or access the fuse panel, which mostly this was here. All right, I threw this together just to disguise that ugly corner of the room, but we've trimmed in this whole arrangement here for hanging stuff up, and Katie's been working on painting this bedroom here, which she's almost finished. I have to patch the wall there, and we're gonna put like a hammered dark bronze kind of color on this wall unit and trim around that, throw the fascia and stuff back on it, and hook the gas natural gas back up to it. But things are shaping up here. We've got the living room kind of all painted, trimmed. We freshened all the ceilings, changed the wall color. We're gonna wash and polish the floor, which is like a wax, but you don't have to buff it after. I walled off that third bedroom in the following like common room way back in the series. I cut that off. However, we've been letting friends stay when they come in from out of town. We threw some furniture over there, and it was no bathroom or living room, or no bathroom or kitchen, but a living room and a bedroom. It was comfortable for people to stay. So in preparation, before we put any of the furniture in, we did wash and polish this same floor over there, and it looks fantastic. I can't find, maybe there's a spot right there that we did a test, but you can see it. Pops that all out, and it actually looks really interesting and fun, so happy about that. We're gonna do the same fan light tighter to the ceiling here as over there, so there'll be fan light there that match. The bathroom, we got the new floor in here. We've got the sink and vanity kind of roughed in. It's so dark you can't really see, but it's kind of fun. I've got shoe molding started over there. I gotta keep going around. I gotta bring the shoe here and around there. I got one more piece of flooring there. We gotta clean the bathtub. It's not horrendous. It just has these weird sticker things on there and a drip of green paint, but it's actually quite nice. And this is all new stuff. Toilet's all new. Gotta patch the wall still where I was digging that. It's just some junk lying there, but it's got the soft close seat and lid. Faucet to put on the stub out there. Hi, that's me. We got this cool mirror at a vintage store, and obviously the light fixture and stuff like that. We're gonna have, you know, a simple soap dish and toothpaste, or a toothbrush holder, and a hand towel, and maybe a bath mat. Katie picked out this awesome shower curtain that ties all the colors together on our palette here, so that was awesome. And it's awesome. Just really struggling for descriptors there, but we omitted. This was a three-way switch. There was a switch here, a switch down the hall, and a fixture in the middle. And I'm going to take that fixture and switch in the other side and use it for the bathroom light, electrically speaking. So I capped the wires and threw a paintable cover on this. We're just going to paint it in to match this wall. I got no light down here, but you know, the wall is complete, to the ceiling, to the floor, to the window, to the wall. Got new flooring in here. It's a bit dusty. I do like darker colors and things like that, but when you have dust and tracks and stuff, they show. People have to be diligent, or they won't have to be, but if they want it to look nice, they will. I got shoe going around most of this here, and then I left it off of here because this is what sort of the subject of the video is, this closet. This is the old flooring that we had in this room, so obviously huge improvement there. Katie painted all this as well, the trim. The only thing she didn't do, I think, is the ceiling in here. It was good enough, but I think, and you know, we gotta, that's not the same, the shoe isn't the same color as the baseboard, so we're gonna touch up the baseboard, touch up the shoe, all that more white tone. But we're getting into, it's October. Anyway, this closet pisses me off. It was a neat little nook, you know, if it was relatively square or finished, or if anything about it wasn't as shitty as it is, it would have stayed. I would have carried the floor in there and put a nice rod in there, and it's certainly good enough. It's better than not having a closet. But we discovered that, you know, this is Homosote, and I was painting, so this has gotten a fresh coat of white, but the corners were poor. Well, I could put cove molding in there, you know, but then this sheet was like wiggly, and it stopped here, and then there was another one, but the butt joint was open real far because this is deformed. Yeah, well, it's deformed because this is the chimney, and there's nothing but, you know, there's the other half of the thimble, and this just some sticks of wood thrown in here with random ass screws just run in, shitty. And this is just sitting here on, it's painted in now, but yeah, I painted it back. So you just pick it up because the ceiling is just as high as the ceiling is out here. It's just, this is just in here, and somebody put a little as seen on TV light in there, and it's just a clusterfuck. And so I certainly could frame this all up so that I could carry a new sheet of Homosote up here and get rid of that, and take this stuff off and put molding, and you spend 20 or 25 hours start to finish here, and you still just have this piece of garbage nook. So we gotta paint this side of this door. That's, like I said, where I walled the rest of the hall off, and that's all gonna be bathroom on the other side. This, I'm gonna just wall this off. And when I get into working in the other apartment, I'll smash my way into here from one of these adjacent walls and turn this like into a linen closet. And I'll address this at that time. But for the sake of this moving right along here, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna pull these pieces of trim off of here, find the beadboard, you know, the sheet of beadboard, chase it back to its natural seam, pull it down, and then frame in the opening just all the way around the perimeter with a 2x4, and probably throw, I don't even know if I have to throw anything in the middle. Maybe I will for fun, for kicks. No, I won't even bother. I'm just gonna frame around with 2x4 at plane that allows me to add a 1/2 inch of drywall onto that surface and be right at the surface that's behind this beadboard. And then we will replace this sheet that has the hole out for the door with a full sheet that covers right over this, and I'll carry the baseboard over there. I'll come down here somewhere and take 45-degree angle, probably back angle, so that as you look at it entering the room, you don't notice the end grain. But we'll scarf out a section, take that out with all of this, and then we'll just put a piece on that starts at the scarf and goes all the way to the wall. We'll paint it in quick. This room will no longer have a closet but I just forced my hand. I was painting and painting, and I just couldn't. This is just really taking a big shit on the general quality of the rest of the space. So I'm sorry, whoever moves in, you're gonna need to get an armoire or a dresser or a wardrobe, but that's where we're at. So when you see this again, it will not be here, and you won't see it. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you.